Last week, we decided to do what's soon to be our new Thanksgiving week tradition, in a way.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a couple years now.
We had a caller from Long Island once upon a time call in and wanted to talk about the Giants and said this right here on the program. You got that?
Talking playoffs or what?
We talking playoffs or what? He said. And the answer was, or what?
That year it was.
And we knew it, too.
Yeah.
We knew it. It's not going to be playoffs. It's or what? So I decided to call my shot and say the playoffs were going to be the Rams, the Bucs, and the Falcons. And the or what was going to wind up being Washington because the loss to Atlanta in Week 17, when Kirk Cousins comes in to town, would be the differentiator. Because I'm not just throwing darts at a board. I actually went through a win-loss record for each of the 7 teams that we thought would be vying for the final 3 playoff spots in the game of musical chairs in the NFC. And even though in my win-loss that I've written down here in this book, even though I got all 7 teams' results, Seattle, San Francisco, Rams, Cardinals, Tampa, Atlanta, Washington, even though I got them all correct, I'm going to make a change.
Oh.
I don't like the Falcons right now.
Bad vibes.
And even though I said the Falcons would lose this game to the Chargers and would then lose this game in Minnesota, I had them sweeping out to go 10-7. And even though I had Washington beating Tennessee and I have Washington beating the Saints in New Orleans coming off their bye, I had them losing 2 of their final 3. Home for Philly, home for Atlanta. I had them losing those 2. I got to tell you, seeing what the Commanders did to Tennessee and how really calm and smooth and healthy Jaden Daniels looked, healthy in the way he was moving and throwing and decision making. And I get you, it's the Titans, yada, yada, yada. Titans won in Houston the week before. And the way that he found McLaurin twice, Zach Ertz once, hit the end zone himself. And the way that the Falcons looked to against the Chargers, I think Tampa's going to win the division. The Rams are going to still win their division. I'm not going to hop off of that. And I think Washington's going to make it.
Playoffs?
I do think so. What do you think? I'm hopping off, even though I got the entire win-loss correct. I had Seattle winning. I had San Francisco losing. The Rams winning. The Cardinals losing. Tampa winning. Atlanta losing. And Washington winning. I nailed it. I'm going to hop off. The eye test was just too jarring. The Falcons have lost 3 in a row around a bye.
It doesn't look good at all.
Washington hits their bye feeling great about themselves. They're going to come back healthier. And Jaden Daniels, man, don't you trust him better with this offense than you see with, even though Bijan is such a difference maker?
And Bijan has really come on. He's playing fantastic. I don't trust Kirk Cousins at all.
I said last week, we asked about Washington, and I said I wasn't worried about them. They started off so well.
So you agree with my Mulligan here?
Yeah.
I'm worried about the running back situation. I know Brian Robinson did bounce back, but Eckler being out is kind of a big deal.
Well, maybe he comes back after the bye.
He'll be back in, I'd say, a week. I mean, he did get
He got laid out. He got laid out.
But
Bucs have a very favorable schedule aside from the Charger game.
We talked about that when the schedule came out, that Tampa's going to finish with 2 division games at home.
Right.
And they've got the Raiders now coming in this week.
Yeah. They should pound the Raiders.
And they're coming out here to take on the Chargers. They're at Dallas, and then they're home for Carolina, which is nobody's homecoming anymore, and then home for New Orleans, which is going to have the U-Haul backed up.
No, you win 3 or 4 of those, 9-8 might get it done.
I was right about the Bucs, and the Rams is obviously still a risky play, but I like the Commanders. Mea culpa.
I really wanted Carolina to win over the weekend just so I could say, in overreaction maybe today, that they'd be still alive for the division in Week 18.
Carolina you're talking about?
Yeah, if they were 4-8, they'd be sneaky alive in the division still.
No, you got to cough it up to the way Bryce Young's looked. Adam Thielen, balling out.
Yeah.
He's so good. He is so good.
I like TJ when Thielen hits the gritty. It still makes me laugh.
Ball it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Thielen and Mike Evans made some incredible catches in that game.
Yeah, Evans' touchdown was sick.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bucs have got it, man.
Yeah, the Bucs have got it. Bucky Irving has just been a monster. What a great pick.
Right? He's coming on strong.
What a great draft pick, yeah.
And Rashad White's no slouch.
No, I know. They got maybe the best two kind of 1-2 punch in the run game going right now.
And Baker is just Baker, man. The way he got them in position for that game-tying, overtime, forcing field goal, win it in the extra period. The Falcons, they're going to go to Minnesota, and if Kirko doesn't show up with the chains, man, they might be in second place under 500. And even though I said that would happen, I had them winning out their final 4 games at Vegas, home for the Giants, at Washington, home for Carolina. I don't know, man. I think Washington is – I need to flip that result right now. If the eye test is telling me to flip the result. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.